It's just the way we was raised. Now I've been legal and I ain't got worried about po-po hitting the raid. Knock, knock, knock if you dare. I need the shine, you been cool with the glare. We ain't the same, you comparing the flare. I got a team and they moving the pairs. All my moves on the flip side, that boy tight like latch on.
What is up, motherfuckers? Welcome to another episode of Strain Damage. Psst, hey, you, yeah. This is your brain on buds, you dumb piece of shit. See, we got all the rappers, when I say all the rappers in Albuquerque, I mean all of them. And today we have a big fish, a double XL freshman artist to watch out for in 2022. Xilla is in the building.
What up, y'all?
Yeah.
And the middle fingers is with the most respect.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, yes.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Bob. I appreciate
it. Yeah. What's new with you?
Excited to be here.
What's new with you, man? You working on anything? Got some projects coming out, albums and stuff?
Yeah. Me and Phil Grease, he's a director out here. We just put out the lead single. Yeah,
he's crazy. Your videos, right?
Yeah, he's a monster. But we just put out the lead single off of this new album I got called Gothica. The single's track name is Gothica 2. It's on YouTube. You just guys search Xilla, Xilla, Gothica. That's it.
Make sure y'all go tap the fuck in with that.
For sure.
Yeah, go run on my new page too. Go subscribe, help me out.
Gothica, boost them numbers. We'll get Gothica number one. So let's take it back to kind of your origin. So you're originally from Albuquerque?
I was born in Houston, but I've been here since I was probably like 3 months. So I've been here my whole life. You know?
For sure, yeah. So pretty much.
So yeah.
For sure. What part of town you grew up in?
Shit, all around West Side. We stayed up a lot over here, right off of San Mateo and Gibson, the same little area. Just in the corner. Right off of Eastern. I did a little bit of like my early days, like elementary school, off in the Rancho. So I've been around like all around Albuquerque.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're growing up out here, you know how it is when you gotta drift from place to place.
So for real.
It's nothing that we used to. So yeah, I kind of feel like we're all from around like all the same spots,
nobody's really claiming a neighborhood. Like you're like at some point you live here.
Yeah, for real. You just end up you bang something on the east side, you'll end up living on the west side, going to school out there with
Tekashi 6ix9ine should have moved to Albuquerque, because then this whole being a Crip and then being a blood thing, or fake blood or whatever, like that would have been more convenient, because then you can just kind of claim different neighborhoods.
More
believable.
There's some real gangsters out here.
Oh no!
Obviously he'll get stomped, but it's a little bit more believable.
Cause like riding over here, it's just like Albuquerque's very old school. Like you know what I mean? Like a lot of the real gang members, like they old school, so they don't play about that shit. But you know what I mean?
The OGs
like,
are still
our rap
active.
is everything. Our rap is everything. Like
for sure.
It's word of mouth over here. You know what I mean? Like that internet shit don't matter.
That shit don't play a part, bro. Because word spreads fast around here. Everybody knows everybody, and like. I feel like it's a lot different now than high school. A lot of people, they were more clicked up, and now it's just about money and respect, you know? A lot of us grew up and like, we're like, oh, you know, this motherfucker's not so bad, you know? Actually, that's but
so we both just want a big buddy.
Yeah, for real. It's like, I thought you hated me. Well, the other homie I hated you, bro. But,
no, when you focus on the most important things in life, all of that, like, you don't have time to have that type of bullshit.
And if you're still on that kind of bullshit, good luck. This shit don't last far, bro.
Yeah.
Shit don't last too long. And it's crazy, because I noticed a lot of people out here, it's the same story, you know what I mean? Even for myself, like it's just like all around the city, you know what I mean? There was never really one place where you're like, oh yeah, I grew up on the west side, the east side. It's like, nah, I live in the valley, the west side, over there at Rio Rancho.
Everywhere's like 10 minutes away from each other, so that's why it's so easy.
Nothing's far.
Yeah.
No traffic. It's coming from somebody who lived in Boston, Washington D.C., and San Francisco. It's a fucking blunt cruise everywhere.
My grandpa's from San Francisco, and he like literally can't stand that shit because of the traffic. He's like, that's the main reason I moved. He's all, no one should have to leave like 2 hours early for work because they don't want to get caught in traffic. And I'm like 2 hours early. He's like, sometimes I have to leave 3 hours early.
It'd be like that. Like if depending on where you live, like if you're in the suburbs coming to the city, I mean, That's why, like, I haven't worked a fucking office job in years. Like, I've been entirely remote, but for that reason, to not spend your life in a fucking car. Yeah, but I guess, so getting back to Xilla, so where does the name Xilla come from?
I originally went by Xilla Bones, just like a little play off Godzilla. All my homies, like, growing up rapping, it's like, oh, you're a monster, bro. So I just kind of I've always been a Godzilla.
Did you watch the Godzilla movies growing up?
Yeah, I got more into them when I was older, but...
Okay. As the name became relevant.
Yeah. And then just, I like old school, like, type Japanese movies, stuff like that, so... But, yeah, it all came from the first cheesy Godzilla movie from, like, 99. That's how No, I'm just kidding.
And how long you been rapping?
Like, really doing it and pursuing it, and, like taking it serious, I want to say, like, the past, like, 10 years. The past 5 years recently, just because just trying to build my network and a lot of trial and error, seeing what works, what doesn't work. Whenever I have something I need done, I just have the right people to go to. You know what I mean? Before I didn't know that, I was just kind of just putting music out and doing whatever it fall on deaf ears, you know. But so I mean, but as far as like rapping, forever, bro, since I could rhyme duck with fuck, you know.
Was that your first actual rhyme?
It might have been. My first actual rhyme. So I remember I had this homie on the bus, and he redid like a D12 song or something, but he fit his own words in there. And I was like, oh shit, that was dope. I want to try to do that too. And that's really how I started like writing, and then just mixing poetry and stuff. I'm just an artist at heart. I've always painted and drawn my whole life, so it's fun, you know, like the process of making music that's really the reason why I do it. It's just because it's fun to me, you know what I mean? It's like making a painting, paint something, like all this stuff, you know, presenting it, showing, getting a reaction, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
So
that's
the fun part.
And the better you get, it like becomes more of a way to say, like, express yourself too. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's something like, I don't know the word for it, but it's just like you could kind of like have a feeling too, like when you know that you're like good at some shit better than like no, I'm not gonna say like it's like
natural
a
fun
competition, but
talent
you're
for
just
it.
like damn, like even some of the homies you're like you could tell that they're just fucking around, but like you go to rap and you're like, I actually sound like a motherfucking rapper. It's like damn, that shit crazy as hell. Like once you get that little like confidence, you know what I mean, and you're like, I can actually do this shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just doing it just to do it.
Yeah, that's a problem. I think a lot of people. I mean, that's cool that everyone's discovering their talents and shit. COVID made everybody an artist, which is cool, you know, because they might have known they would have never had it in them, you know. So that's dope that everyone's experimenting and that they're all trying to make something of it, because you never know. I mean, like you could blow up off of one viral clip.
Yeah, if something gets used on a TikTok or gets played at the booty club and
that's it. Somebody reposts your shit. Drake makes a video jamming your shit. Oh, it's over, bro. Get up. It's over.
That's facts.
all it takes. So what was the first tape you put out like compared to the shit you're doing now?
Just like in general.
Yeah, in general.
Like my first project.
Yeah, your first project.
Oh man, the first one. I wouldn't even call it a project, bro. It was just kind of fucking around. I was proud of it, you know, because I was like, man, I'm a rapper, I'm tell everybody I did this, I'm gonna show everybody. Nah, bro. If I could take it off YouTube, I would. Honestly, because like that shit lives on the internet forever.
You're
so,
like, I'm gonna punish myself by leaving it there.
I finally realized that this weekend, bro. I was like,
no, you don't know how many times someone's like, oh, I showed them this song, bro. I was like, oh, which song? Hoping it ain't one of the old ones.
Yeah.
One of the first ones, bro. Like 10 views, like from 10 years ago. Like, it sounds horrible. We didn't know how to mix. We were just fucking around, just learning it.
I remember my auntie be doing that shit. Like, they'd be like, oh, I see my big homie, this nigga's a producer or some shit. I showed him your music. I'm like, what song? The one song that I despise. I'm like, fuck, I want to take that shit off SoundCloud. my mom texts me, "What happened to that song?" I'm like, "Y'all never finna see that shit again."
Yeah, for real. It's
Like,
really about putting your best foot forward, you know.
Yeah.
And like, I appreciate everyone that tries to do that and tries to show people my stuff. But show them the most recent.
Yeah.
Show them the new shit. Cause I'm like, no, here. Every time I'm like, let me show you some new shit. Like, oh, you know, you're pretty dope.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, if you could look at the year on the video, you can tell how old it is, you know, out of date. But people don't care about that. They just hear you and they're like, oh, cool. They just agree with their friend, you know.
And even back to that track that you were just talking about, how long ago was it when that came out?
Gothica?
The one that your first ever.
Oh, my first, like the first project, probably like 2013.
Damn,
Yeah,
2012 or
yeah.
something like that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that was fun. You know, those were the fun times. Just recording with friends. You know, we had our own little spot called the Treehouse. It's like a little 2-story apartment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I moved in with my boy. What was his spot? We moved in. All the homies were always there chilling and stuff. But yeah, we had a little studio set up in his closet, not knowing what the fuck we were doing. We had to make a mic stand out of the little plastic orange juice, like the frozen ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had to make a mic stand on one of those joints. So it was like we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We were having fun, you know, and I just pursued it. I liked it, and it was just something I could grow on. And I was like, man, maybe I can make some money off of this shit, make something out of it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
For sure. So after you drop your first project and you maybe do some more, did you like start like local shows, start touring?
Yeah, I've been on a bunch of like local shows, the old showcases. They had Mic Club back in the day.
For sure.
Everyone knows about Mic Club.
Yeah.
Actually, I have never.
You never heard Mic Club?
What is it?
It was just like they would have the artists that signed up, they would go do their set, and then they would pick a winner at the end, and like.
For real?
And the next.
Like
I was here?
Yeah, it was cool.
What the fuck happened to Mic Club?
Shout out Sac One. I don't know.
Shout out
That
Sac
sound.
One.
We need that. We need to bring that back. Everybody wants to be a rapper now. I'm like, let's start bringing that shit back and show who the best of the best is. You know what I mean? Because I bet you, like, I ain't trying to fuck with anybody's confidence.
No, yeah.
But I'm gonna say it's just gonna show you that maybe you might be in the wrong, like, the wrong. Yeah, I don't know, profession. You might want to try to
do it for the wrong
If you're trying to
reasons.
make it for money and do it for all the wrong reasons, go. We need to get this set up.
That'd be cool though.
Like, I'm
Don't
telling you.
put your
They
own
do,
money up.
yeah,
and
they
just
do
have
like
just
rock the
a-
mics
just a
and
fun
stuff
spot,
like
you know?
every once in a while. I think I saw one like not even like maybe 3 months ago.
And bro, that shit would be cool too, cause say all like you have 4 different artists or something like that, and all of them you want them to win. So it's just like fuck, like we actually do have good ass artists here in Albuquerque. I guarantee that's gonna happen a couple times. You know what I mean? We're gonna be like, damn, oh no.
I think it's honestly too much politics, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nobody gets along right here, man. We all don't have the same goal and vision. It'd be cool. I mean, there's something for the city, you know.
So you think there's a crabs in the bucket mentality here?
I mean, it's been like that since forever.
Yeah,
I mean, just with anything, not just the mentality in New Mexico. You know, someone
Yeah.
says they want to be a doctor or something, they're not good. Yeah, shoot shit down in dreams, you know. But yeah, for music, it's gotten a lot better. I feel like it used to be pretty bad, but everyone's like comfortable with their shit now and excelling. And a lot of us that have been doing it a long time, we're doing it at a high level, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter whenever the city like gets put on. I don't think that we're really gonna have an artist that puts those city on, because all these cities blow up with everybody like not even uniting, just doing it the right way and like.
And if you
really pursuing it.
One thing I noticed, like, say in Chicago, Atlanta, Cali, when like one of the bigger artists drops, I noticed every other artist posting that shit to their story, like an album. You know what I mean? Like, even Texas, like they're starting to get popping. Like, say Big the X the Plug drops, they have every popping artist out there sharing that shit. You know what I mean? Like all of them. Of course, when it comes to gangs, that's like a whole different thing. Of course, ops ain't gonna be sharing each other shit, but they still have people around them working, like fucking with each other. It's just like once we all start realizing that we need to come together and like support each other, you know what I mean, and go post each other and shit, you know what I mean. Everybody be like, oh, I don't want to post that because I don't have no reason why, you know what I mean. I'm like, bruh,
a lot of
you
them,
can support.
I think it's just that I don't want to say they're jealous of other people or what it is, but I mean, I don't know why people don't do it, but yeah, they're just because they rep the city, you know. Like everybody loves Albuquerque, we rep the city. Why aren't we repping the city? Then, you know, like
Yeah, because
we don't
Cities
need
don't
to-
move in solos. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we don't need to push. We don't need to push one big artist, you know. Like,
Facts.
yeah, if we all did it, and that's the case, and that happened, good for us, you know. Because everyone's your success is my success, you know. And same thing, I'm gonna help you out just like you help me out.
And that
I
type
want
of
it,
simple
you know?
promotion, like posting an Instagram story or doing a post like that, that's what does that cost you?
Yeah, for real.
That's what me and my girl were saying. And I was like, she's all, because I was like, all you need really is like 1,000 subscribers, you know what I mean? And she's like, a lot of people really don't subscribe in Albuquerque because if they're not up, they don't want to see you up. And I'm like, that's fucked up. Because I'm like, all you got to do is go click subscribe. Like, and it's not going to make you pay. It's not going to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's YouTube, bro. Like,
It can make you less cool. It ain't gonna hurt your shit.
You could just
know?
put someone on that's chasing their dreams, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And just,
for real.
all it takes is a click, you know what I mean? Even like share it and be like, hey, go follow homie's YouTube. I've seen people do that have big followings and they'll get like 30 subscribers out here. And I'm like, how the fuck you have like 1,400 people viewing your story and only 30 people are done to subscribe? It takes 2 seconds, you know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy. It's just like people need to start showing more love like they do for other people. They're quick to subscribe when they're people from Las Vegas. They're on TikTok, like, you know what I mean? It's just crazy.
The only way to beat that is volume. You just keep you know, releasing shit, keep connecting with people, as you said, you know, building up that network such that when you put something out, you have a greater audience, a greater reach. That's, I mean, yeah, that's basically, and then that's what we're trying to prove at Strain Damage. Like, we collaborate with our competitors, right? Like, we
love y'all.
yeah, respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully, but what the fuck, bro? Like, share my shit. No, just kidding. You're not
Nah, facts.
I do.
Do it.
Show some love.
Yeah, hey, Robert Bob, he's in the background. He just dropped a video too. Go share his shit and watch his
Okay.
shit.
Shout out the boy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And
Oh wait, this man just put out some new music too.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, that.
I'm gonna be the host for a second. Let him know where to follow you. Where subscribe.
It's DBG and this bitch, D-Boy doing this, you already know what it is. And hey, I remember you mentioned when you was first making music, it was you called it the treehouse where you would record. How long did you record there? Like, do you still record yourself, or like go to homies, or you go to a studio now? How do you?
Shit, we did that for maybe like a year or two. That's just whenever we were all staying together. We're still all best friends. We're still super close. I see them all the time. But free Rick G, one in jail. Hopefully he'll get out soon.
Free the boy, fuck this
Free
boy.
Rick G.
Fuck all that. Fuck MDC.
Yeah, for real. But we did that for about like a year or two.
Don't cross that fucking line. Is you out your fucking mind? Is you out your fucking mind? Don't cross that fucking line. Is you out your fucking mind? Is you out your fucking mind? Who wanna cross that line? You can get touched for trying. Thinking it's safe, talk tough online. Better look out, I'm out my mind. Better duck down, I'm out for mine. Bet I got one on top, that nunchuck just snuck under that Calvin Klein. I chop it low. Chop the flow. Pop up, then I gotta lock it low. I pull that fire, they drop and roll. Tryna cross that line, they're not that bold. This shit get comical. Kinda funny how karma go. What goes around comes back around. Like a carousel at a carnival. So round and round that merry-go. Throw dirt in your name while you here, then do the same thing in your burial. Fall back or get domino. Fall flat when I'm on the road. Y'all know how the drama go. Y'all know where the karma go. I let them know like, don't cross that fucking line. Is you out your fucking mind? Is you out your fucking mind? Don't cross that fucking fucking lying. Is you out your fucking mind? Is you out your fucking mind? Swerve back out of my life. Who done lost their mind? Out here speaking my name in vain. Xilla like the last dragon. Smack a rapper when it had to happen. Quit capping or get it cracking with a pop a bubble in a plastic wrap. Step up, yeah, this, that, toe to toe. Roll the dope, bob and weave, duck your head. Hold the rope, break it down, roll your dope. Inhale, hold the smoke, arm and crown, cold for toes. Got the cut of Holy Ghost, top of the motor folks. Take all your quotes and jokes, throw it on a post-it note, shove it where it's supposed to go. Look, if they getting offended, I ain't never gotta repent it. I ain't never gotta defend it. Look, I ain't out here to be friendly. No, I ain't been into pretending. No, if I said it, I meant it. If I don't cross that fucking line. Is you out your fucking mind? Is you out your fucking mind? Don't cross that fucking line. Is you out your fucking mind? Is you out your fucking mind?
Cut like in the trap with it, you know what I mean? So they know what kind of person you are. They're like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like, and it's like hometown love. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's
You know
like,
what I mean?
you know, they want to see their city be good. You know, and, like they want. I know everybody wants that for here too, but
It's
easy
gonna be
show.
soon. It's gonna be soon.
Yeah.
Like I really could feel it. We have a lot of crazy ass like artists that are like really like anywhere else, like even yourself, like anywhere else. I think like if you were to just like I don't know, if people were just a little more supportive here. You know what I mean? Y'all would already be. Even myself, I'm like we would already be fucking turned up. You know what I mean? Doing some cool shit.
Yeah. Another thing about support though is like, what I notice is whenever I start really wanting to like perfect my like all my shit, like everything, and I start really putting out really good shit, people will support because they like it. Like you have to give them something to support. You
That's
know,
very true.
you can't just
Yeah, no, you
expect
can't-
it because
yeah.
you do it. You know what I mean? Like fucking give me everything you do.
It has
you
to
know?
be good for people
exactly,
to fuck
yeah.
with it. But if you build it, they'll come.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah. Most of my supporters from out of state. I get people that message me all the time.
We're from out of state.
Shit, everywhere. Fucking New York, Texas.
Okay.
A lot of people from Cali, Florida
Yeah,
shows
Cali.
a lot of love. I'm fucking with a lot of producers from out of the country, so I think they've been putting my shit out to people. And they don't understand what I'm saying, but
You gotta do it. You
Jeremy-
gotta do it.
Shout out
European
Jeremy.
tour.
Jeremy's been tapping in. You
German
have the Spotify
rap,
artists.
Deutsch rap
you know.
right now is hot.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy how shit like that happens.
It's
but-
a good time for hip hop in Germany.
I noticed that too because I was looking at my like insights on shit, and all my supporters are like mainly from like Arizona, Las Vegas, like the states that I really like went and try to like get my name out there to like word of mouth. Like I'll literally walk around the like ASU, and like all those clubs down there, bro. I did not know they're free. Like they're free. Like so I was walking into every single club like, hey. Play my music, play my music, play my music.
Mhm.
Like just trying to ask people anywhere, even like the Taco Bell, I heard them play music. I'm like, hey, put my music on. Or like in the mall, little Future store, I was like, hey, y'all down to play my music? Barber shops, I was just like, fuck it. I was like so hungry
What's
for
the
that
worst
shit.
they could say? You know, and if they like
Yeah,
it,
you know what I mean?
they'll fuck with you and they might put in rotation. I do that to a lot of smoke shops out here. If I step in
Yeah.
a smoke shop, I'll just
Smoke shops be showing mad love out here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
You ever do that at Just Urban?
Just Urban?
Yeah, like they're right down the road.
The dispensary?
It's not.
Oh,
it's
it's a little
just smoke
smoke
shop.
Oh, the smoke shop?
Yeah, yeah.
The one off of San Pedro?
No, it's
the
on.
corner?
It's on San Mateo.
Nah, I've had that.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. You should.
They'll
You
fuck
should
with you.
yeah. You should go. You should go plug your shit there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They'll
Just Urban, I'm
definitely
gonna
play that.
go stop by and see what we can make happen.
For sure.
So,
So with Strain Damage, we're worldwide. We also we got people in Eastern Europe watching this thing. So for somebody that's never heard of Xilla, how would you describe your sound?
I mean, really, I'm more of like a more gritty. I wouldn't say a hardcore artist, but
Okay.
I'm a bar heavy type artist. I
Yeah.
really focus on punchlines and good schemes, but keeping everything cohesive, you know, and making a good theme for the song, you know. It really depends on the production too. That's just really what I start with. I don't ever go into a song like a lot of people they'll write their shit and then find a beat to put it on it, but
You let it evolve through.
yeah,
through the beat,
exactly. Yeah,
basically, what you feel
I
from
cook
that.
on a song for a while, at least a week or two before I even really start writing it. I got, you know, just thinking of just like I said, just the cohesiveness. You know, I don't want just a bunch of random shit in my song. You know, but
Yeah.
I mean, with the shit that's put out these days, you can put out anything. You know, it's just a matter of your reach and who you can get.
I mean, Doja Cat got
Uh,
famous for a song where she was like, "Bitch, I'm a cow."
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
think she was a little popular before.
Oh,
no,
for
I
real?
was going to say she was already like kind of.
Oh,
like
yeah, she was already kind of like an
Instagram
internet.
and shit.
Yeah.
Like, those little live chat things and shit. It's just like a lot of people don't realize a lot of these artists that they think like blew up off of one song, been putting years and years into their craft. Like, you know what I mean? Been going crazy. Been like made people believe in them. You know what I mean? They didn't start off like the first song people heard. They were probably like just like anybody else trying to rap. You know what I mean? Even Lil Baby, he had a show out here, and bro, there was literally like 10 people in the crowd.
Shit.
Like maybe even less. I'm not even lying, bro. Like Lil Baby was out. It was Lil Baby, and then the next week was D Baby, and it was this Da Baby. It was the same way, bro. And I'm like,
You had a whole
bunch of
I literally
babies.
I'm a
see-
baby.
Oh God,
Bunch
bro!
of
I seen
babies.
him at Rolling Loud like 3 months later with 50,000 people in the crowd. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that shit. You know what I mean? You just gotta believe in
Festivals.
yourself, for real.
Just gotta keep
Just
grinding.
keep going crazy.
You
Shit.
gotta enjoy the climb.
So Xilla, do you mind if we do a new segment presented by Russian Cream, the #1 strain damage strain with all white women in Santa Fe?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, BBG, kick us off.
All right, so we've been asking everybody on this season of Strain Damage if they believe in extraterrestrial life, so aliens, just being everything that's been coming out in the government and stuff. They kind of like admitted to them being real. What's your stances on that? Do you?
Shit, I'm ready to get beamed up. I mean, I've always had the thought of us like we're all aliens. Have you ever seen that picture with the alien and then it has the monkey with the Mary outfit and then they're holding a human? Have you ever seen that painting?
No.
That's crazy.
So you have to, yeah, it was crazy, but it makes you think like, damn, like, you know, aliens crash landed here. I mean, who knows what?
Yeah, like we are
what's real,
technically
what's not real, but yeah, I believe in it. I believe there has to be extra life.
we are technically
There has to.
aliens to the aliens.
Yeah, you know, I think we're just
We're
the
aliens.
aliens bred with the animals, you know, but yeah, I don't really go too much in deep thought about that.
New
but-
theory on evolution. We are literally just aliens bred with animals. Scientific discoveries of strain damage. You heard it here first, bitch.
Yeah. And when it comes out, it's timestamped. They'll be like The Simpsons. They didn't think that it was all.
Yeah, no, we're the new, this podcast becomes the new version of The Simpsons where we accurately predict the future and
Oh my
and
God.
then, and then it happens.
Zilla
three-
predicted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's on film, so there's no way they could lie about that shit. We need the timestamp on here. Boom, right there.
The exact YouTube minute marker.
Yeah, but yeah, how can we not be the only civilization and we're not even a speck in the
Right.
galaxy, you know? Like, so, but yeah, it's just a matter of time for me to tell everybody. But I don't like really officially, but I don't think it'll happen, bro. Like, you know,
It'll always be like hidden,
religions,
kind
all
of.
that shit. There's
Yeah.
too much money wrapped up in it. People will go crazy.
Yeah.
You know, because that it doesn't debunk.
Christianity is already
Yeah.
in decline, and then it'll absolutely fucking
Yeah,
nosedive
bro,
if
the
aliens
church, yeah,
become
the church,
mainstream.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people.
I feel
lose
like
faith
that's
too,
like-
you know, just.
In like a spiritual sense, I feel like that's like just like a deception of that they're finna fucking fuck people up with. 'Cause I don't know, like aliens for me, it's just like a real different thing. I'm like, they seem weird as hell. Like, and I seen some shit, I'm watching on it, and they seem like they on some demonic shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like,
They say that there's like
Niggas
like three
really
like
care.
or like 4 or 5 different species of aliens,
Yeah.
and one of them's government created, and the other
yeah,
4
no, I heard that
are like
before
some
too.
other.
There's like
That's the manipulated ones that they built.
yeah.
the green ones or something.
The grays?
Yeah, the green ones.
grays or some shit.
Grays.
No, the grays are actually supposed to be like, I think,
Real?
good ones, honestly. Or
Grays and
somewhat.
then there's greens.
They're
or
all
blah,
trying to
blah,
kill
blah.
us, bro.
I don't know.
No,
I forgot. I got my color.
Nobody's
that
saying
shit's
stuff.
good.
Nobody's safe, bro.
And they got oh.
I'm gonna go out and shoot. I know Rob's gonna go out and shoot. But yeah, I think they live in the ocean though.
Bro, we've heard that a lot too, and I think so too. Cause like the ocean, like
It's
so
much
vast
deeper.
and deep, ain't nobody. They haven't even reached the bottom of the ocean.
Maybe
so
they
that's
bred
like
with something in the
all you
ocean,
really
like
need
got
to know.
something
That's
on
what I'm
land
saying,
and
that's
turned it into a
crazy as
human.
fuck.
You
But
live
so
in the
like,
earth? No, I just get out of my.
bruh, how
Right.
You guys
Nothing's
just-
surviving in the Earth's core, unless it's
Yeah.
like some type of futuristic thing that can withstand like 14,000 fucking degrees. Like they're not surviving that shit. But speaking of surviving, you know, a few years ago there was a presidential candidate, this Asian guy who ran for president, said, "Listen, AI is going to automate a bunch of jobs. A bunch of people are going to lose their jobs." And so to account for this, he proposed this thing called universal basic income. Basically, every U.S. citizen 18 and up gets $1,000 per month direct deposit in their bank account, not taxable, can do whatever the fuck you want with it, can use it to pay your bills, can invest it in a side hustle or a business, you can blow it on strippers and blow, you know, whatever, right?
It's
So,
$2,000.
yeah, what is your thoughts on that?
I think because I remember hearing about that. I kind of looked into a little bit. I think his plan was to like another like piece of it was having creatives like all of us have money to invest because
Yep.
who knows if there could be the next kid in Texas that can't afford to go to school, could be the next person takes us to another planet in our lifetime, something like that. You know what I mean? Like.
I think
Not too far fetched, but you know the funds, you know, like to
Next
actually, like,
Einstein or
invest.
something like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean that'd be dope if it happened, but they would want it back at sometime at the end of the year.
That's what someone.
I ain't get
that's
no
what somebody
taxes
was
back
saying.
after that.
That's what
No,
I-
but the idea is that it has the trickle-down effects or trickle-up effects for the rest of the economy. People have more money, more purchasing power. They're spending more.
I think
So
shit
it's-
would just be cost more.
Oh yeah.
Like the value of the dollar would go
Oh,
down,
yeah,
so shit
you
would
keep
just start
on-
costing more.
Trading
Because like the
gold.
more money we give out, I mean, like it's gonna
Not-
keep
not-
cycling,
not
so it'd be good for the
necess-
economy in a sense. But I feel like I don't know. That shit's
I think that would also, on the business side of things, force like a race to the bottom in terms of pricing, knowing that people have more purchasing power. A lot more like smaller businesses can kind of undercut larger businesses. That was also part of the rationale about
so. Do
that.
you think it would be good or no?
Shit.
Only
I
one
mean,
way to
either
find
way,
out.
yeah, no, it could be really bad too. I mean, because it's putting a lot of temptation in a lot of people's hands, you know, and whenever that happens, I mean, people fuck up and make bad choices, so it could ruin a lot of lives. You know what I mean? If
For sure.
Not everybody's life. You
No,
know?
that's
So,
fair.
I mean, but yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Everything would be expensive, you know, but yeah, I don't know if that'd be a good idea. I mean, it couldn't. Just depends how they would use it, you know. If they may utilize it a certain way, like towards like schooling or something, you know what I mean?
There has
Not
to be
just
some
you
kind
could
of
just
restriction to it.
yeah, you can't just go buy a brick, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
if
what I
you're
was
doing that, if you're
thinking.
buying bricks, then I mean,
Because I'm like, there's
fucking
gonna
get
be
your brick.
There's gonna be people where they're just like shit. I'm gonna just blow this whole 1,000 because I don't have nothing to do. I have
But
no bills
if
to
that's
pay.
what they were gonna
Going to
do,
EDC.
Go get all fucked up, go do some crazy shit
Yeah.
for no reason. There's like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be more people like that than more people that are like, oh, I'm gonna use this to build a business.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But if those people were to get that, you know, like they weren't gonna do shit anyways, right? If you get $1,000 in your bank account and your first thought is I'm gonna blow this shit, right? That's generally not the type of person that was gonna be successful anyways.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
But temptation is a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's
Fair.
true.
You know what I mean?
'Cause especially if you've never had that, if you've
That's
never
true.
had the luxury of like
Yeah.
being able to like get whatever you want, it's just like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? But I guess like, you know what I mean, it would be
Only
a very
only
distinct-
one way to find out.
Yep, that's true.
One-
I think he was right though. They're gonna
Yeah.
want that shit back some way. It's gonna fuck with other people's taxes and shit. Like people, I don't know. I
You're gonna have everybody moving to
we're gonna
Dubai
somehow
for
be
tax
paying for it.
evasion.
Like
Shit, if I get $1,000 a month though, I just go to buy suits now.
Yeah. One last question for you. So suppose Gothica blows up, you know, it's used in some viral TikTok song, and your career blows up overnight. You're doing national, international tours, raking it in. Would you?
That's the goal too.
Yeah. If you get to this point, and you start fucking around with the model girl, and she says, "I want to be your sugar baby," would you be into that or not?
Hypothetically speaking, because I'm married. I
Oh
got a
shit!
wife,
Yeah, for sure.
But no, man. Even when I was younger and I didn't really have money, I was
Yeah.
really about funding somebody else's. fun
Yeah.
stuff, you know. Yeah. Especially somebody that I didn't care about that is in a relationship. So no, I would be good with that. I wouldn't.
New Mexico rappers really do take relationships seriously. I've noticed, and like
Family's
really,
everything,
like yeah, really go hard for that shit. They're not on any type of bullshit you might see anywhere else, which is really fucking cool.
Yeah. If you find a good one, keep her because. Yeah,
If you
you
find a
need
good
to,
one,
because,
keep her.
yeah, you
Yeah.
want to find a good one. I've been with her for 10 years, so.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we have a beautiful family together. So.
For sure.
Shout out that.
Zilla, before we go, where can people find you? And after Gothica, what do you got coming up after that?
I'm just gonna try to focus on singles. I'm just trying to put this other project out just a good little amount of songs for people to chill on while I'm cooking some other stuff. But
A little sorry for the wait type thing.
yeah, kind of. As far as like that music,
Yeah.
all my new stuff, I did a rebranding back in 2021. That's when I put out my first project under just Xilla. It was called Yucca. So yeah, now I'm just trying to put out this other project. That way I can keep these other fans happy and all these new people that are checking me out. You know, to have something fresh to listen to. And yeah, after that, it's just gonna be singles and some videos. Unless something happens, a producer wants to cook something, because I really want to work with just one producer for another project. You know,
You definitely have to
everyone
tap
has
in-
different sounds.
Tap
You know?
in with the boy, because we have a lot of good producers that we know, and they're really trying to do the same thing. You know what I mean? They're trying to just feed, and it's not. They even said it's not about the money. You know what I mean? We're trying to just get this shit, get it going.
Yeah,
you know what I
get it
mean?
going, yeah.
And it's fire to build those relationships. You know what I mean? Especially with music, so you can just sit there and cook. Be like, hey, send me a little beat pack and go through them. Fuck with the ones I could, write some shit.
Yeah.
And it's what would you say is the best platform for them to check you out if they want to see your music or just know what? Yeah.
I throw Instagram's like my main priority. I throw all my new snippets up there, and you're gonna find everything on there. So Instagram, Xilla 4_. But I'm also on Spotify and all that too. So that YouTube page is new, but all my songs are on there. Just like do like the distributor and shit. But I'm gonna start having all my videos on there. Got the videos on there. So if you make it to that channel, make sure you subscribe. Comment, even if you don't like it, just let me know.
Go subscribe. Don't get
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Do not be a
subscribe.
pussy. Just hit the subscribe button. It takes less than a second.
Go follow Strain Damage too.
Strain Damage Worldwide,
I
baby.
appreciate that.
Zilla, thank you for joining us this evening.
Raj, I appreciate you. Me and this man gonna be cooking some shit too. So
Ooh.
yeah,
stay
lots
tuned.
of shit coming up.
Y'all be ready for it.
Strain Damage family, good night.
Shout out,
Peace.
Strain Damage. Appreciate y'all.
Why'd you hit him with the needles? I'm bugging out like the Beatles. Sick fuck, I hit the booth to catch measles.